This is your Fox 47 News Flash.
Welcome to your Fox 47 News Flash from the Digital Newsroom. I'm Chris Lewis, and these are the top stories that we're following. An emotion-filled Lansing School Board meeting took place on Thursday night as people showed up to address board members regarding the controversy surrounding the acting superintendent. The superintendent search was not on Thursday night's meeting's agenda, but that didn't stop people from bringing it up during public comment. Not only did they come down on Mark Coscarella, but people also came down on the board for putting him in charge of the district in the meantime. As acting superintendent, Coscarella looked on one by one as people stood up and expressed their frustration. You as a man, you need to do the right thing and you need to step down. And if he doesn't, you all need to be grown up enough to fire him, period. Well, a person at the meeting said. Many talked about the allegations against Coscarella that he locked a former student teacher, Casey Sturl, in his classroom, stripped down to his underwear and danced, and others talked about the pornography shown on a Holt High School baseball team trip back when he was a coach. All of them are disappointed with the direction regarding the search for a new superintendent. It brings questions to who else in the Lansing School District has overlooked backgrounds as well, one person said. For the people there Thursday night, they are hoping for less talk and more action, especially for Coscarella's accuser, whose lawyer was there on her behalf. This is about a societal change, a cultural change, to change how people think about sexual assault, how we prevent it in the first place, and then how we deal with it after it's reported, Kelly McClintock, Sturl's attorney, said. There will be another public input session on Tuesday, November 12th. Lansing Community College closed and evacuated the Health and Human Services building on the main campus immediately after learning a faculty member had been diagnosed with Legionnaire's disease. LCC's Executive Director of Administrative Services Division, Chris McCursey, says that the closing was out of an abundance of caution of our concern for the safety of our students, staff, and faculty. The Ingham County Health Department doesn't expect any more problems, but will be joining the investigation. Getting on things early is always to our advantage in terms of keeping the outbreak as small as possible, said Ingham County Health Officer Linda Vale. Vale says finding out where the bacteria came from won't be easy. It could be any number of things, said Vale. We have no idea if that's the facility that it came from or if there was a hot tub or something like that. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, U.S. health departments reported about 7,500 cases of the disease in 2017. But it's often underdiagnosed, and that's because many people never even know that they're infected. Crews are still pounding the pavement along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in South Lansing, and drivers say they're frustrated with the lingering construction. It is an inconvenience because I work over there and I do a lot of shopping and a lot of running around over there, said Erica Singleton as she stood outside of Kroger's located near the road. Drivers say the reconstruction project on MLK is both a gift and a curse. On one hand, people want to see the road pothole-free, but on another, they're ready for the hard hats to pack up. MDOT officials say crews are wrapping up Phase 2 of 3 with southbound right lane closures. MDOT engineers say that the project is taking longer than expected due to weather and other unknown factors. The reconstruction of the southbound right lane is scheduled to be complete by the end of the month. The project will then stop for the winter and resume in the spring. Phase 3 of the reconstruction on MLK is expected to be done next summer. Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Republican legislative leaders say that they're very close to agreeing to restore some funding that she vetoed more than a month ago, but remain at odds over limiting her ability to unilaterally shift money within individual state departments. Hopes for resolving the budget impasse Thursday diminished when the Senate adjourned until next week. The House is not scheduled to return to session until December, once it adjourns. Supplemental spending bills are listed for potential votes in the House. And the Democratic governor vetoed an unprecedented amount of funding after being sent a budget in which she had no input following a breakdown in road funding talks. She says that charter schools and advocates for autism funding should urge legislators to pass the legislation and not play games. Learn more about all of these and all Mid-Michigan's breaking news on fox47news.com.